Hello, here is the blue half-sheet warm-up, whatever you want to call it, for lesson 127. So the first question asks, is 83 prime or composite? So prime or composite? Prime means that the only factors are 1 and itself. So if the only way to get 83 was to do 1 times 83, it would be prime. If there was any other way to do it, like 2 times something or 3 times something still equals 83, that would make it composite. So I went back to this big multiplication chart that we used the other day, and I found all the 80 somethings, and I found it kind of interesting that they are all in this kind of line through here. Here's all your 80s. And 83 just didn't come up. I could get to 84, but that's the closest I could find. So there is just no other way to get to 83 except 1 times 83. So that makes 83 prime. Number 2, enter the symbol less than, greater than, or equal. That makes the comparison true. So I'm just going to compare each number. I've got an 8 in the thousands place. That's the same. I've got a 1 in the hundreds place. Also the same. I've got a 5 in the tens place. Same. Let me see. A 6 in the ones place. And 3 in the tens place. Every number is exactly the same. So this has to be equal. Number 3, find the sum. V equals, and so the V here is just the answer, the sum. So the problem with this, 21 9/15 plus 32 1/3, is that the denominators are not the same, and it's really hard to add a fraction if your denominators are not the same. So I wrote the problem over here, and I've got 15ths as the denominator and thirds as the denominator. So I know I can make an equivalent fraction with the same denominator by either multiplying or dividing. And I know I can make 3 be 15. I could also make 15 be 3. So let's have the thirds be 15ths. So if I multiply 5/5, that makes this be 5/15. And now I can just add everything. 9 and 5 is 14. Denominator can stay the same at 15. And then 21 plus 32 is 53. 53 and 14/15. So V is 53 and 14/15. 4 says circle the shape with the larger area, shade in the shape with the largest perimeter. And really we are going to have to actually figure out the area and the perimeter for every shape to know which one has the largest perimeter and which one has the larger area. So remember, perimeter is the fence. When you see perimeter, think fence. And area is the squares inside. So to find area, we're going to say 3 times 12 equals 36. And it is square meters. That's the fancy way to do square meters, is with the little 2, but it is important when you do area to either do the meters with the 2, or you can say square meters, but that label is important. Okay, the perimeter for this one, we'd have to add up all the sides. 3 plus 12 plus 3 plus 12 is what? 30? I think it's 30. And this one, our label is just an M for meters. Okay, this next one, the area is 9 times 4, 36 square meters. My perimeter is 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 9. I believe that's 26, right? let me see, 9 and 4 is 13. 13 plus 13, yes, is 26. 26 meters. So far we have a tie for area, and the first one has a bigger perimeter. Last one. The area over here is 8 times 6, which equals 48 meters squared. And my perimeter, 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6. The 8 and 6 is 14. And 14 and 14 is 28. So 28 meters. So it looks like 48 is definitely the biggest area. And we were supposed to circle the shape with the larger area. So I'm going to circle that. And the largest perimeter was 30, and that's the one I'm going to shade in. Number 5. Of the houses in Sobario's neighborhood, a half are teal and another 3/10 are red. What fraction of the houses are either teal or red? So we are putting together a half and 3/10, and I wrote that down on the bottom. Again, we have the issue where we can't add halves and tenths, but we could if we just made equivalent fractions with same denominators. And I know I can make a 2 into a 10 by multiplying. So if I do 5 over 5, I can make this be 5 tenths. Now I can easily add the 5 tenths to the 3 tenths and get 8 tenths. So 8 tenths of the houses are either teal or red. You could make a simpler equivalent fraction by dividing here. You could also say that 4/5 of them are teal or red. Well, there you go. There's lesson 127. Thank you for watching, and thanks for doing your math.